Good morning, friends. It's Sammy back with another episode of the Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world, in the Word, and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is July 11th, 2016, and I'm here to get you in the know, so you are bringing you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today. Good morning, everyone. All right, tons of news to get to today. Protests continued all across the country over the shootings, and new information is emerging over the Dallas sniper that killed 5 police officers. Supposedly he was planning a much larger attack, so devastating that those officers lost their lives, but luckily no one else, no civilians or any other further damage was done. Keeping those families in our prayers, though. A matador was killed live on TV fighting a bull, I guess the first time in like 30 years. So now they're again talking about bullfighting. I mean, whew. Anyway, I'm not in that culture, so I won't try to talk about it, but yeah, crazy. Portugal wins its first European Cup. They defeated France in France, so I know my fellow Frenchmen are sad. Andy Murray won the Wimbledon title, his second, and we missed it. I'll tell you why we missed it. But Serena captured the Wimbledon title on Saturday, her 22nd. If you saw her doing this after she won, it's because she now holds 22 Grand Slam titles, record tying most ever with Steffi Graf. So there's a lot more. Oh, I know what else I wanted to tell you. Hamilton did its last, I can't remember, Lin-Manuel was the creator and the star, and he performed in his last show of Hamilton. So the show's going to go on, but he won't be in it anymore. So that's the other little big news. I guess tickets were like $20,000. Craziness. So for our In the Word, I've moved on from Ephesians 5:10. This week we're going to focus on Ephesians 5:11. I know it. Oh, have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. So all this week we're going to do Ephesians 5:11. Last week was Ephesians 5:10, and find out what pleases the Lord. Ephesians 5:11 is have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness. That's why I just blocked that user. But rather expose them. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. If I was doing it with my kids. Okay, our Oswald Chambers quote of the day is, God gives us a vision and then takes us down the valley to batter us into the shape of that vision, meaning nothing of excellence is ever easy. So, what happened this weekend? Well, we spent the whole weekend at the city swim meet with the kids. Our first year for them on swim team, first city swim meet, which means like 100 kids were swimming in each event, so it was a little crazy. Okay, if you think that's what religion is, then I would challenge you to have a relationship with Christ. So we'll get rid of the vulgarity. So kids swim meet, and then my husband and I did clerk, of course, which meant we had to organize everyone into kind of their lanes before they went out on Sunday. Makes me realize, I will say the girl, this is just a total, this was this event. I'm not saying boys and girls in general, because I have a boy and a girl, but the girls were quite quiet for the most part and organized themselves, and the boys walked up like, where am I going? Like, didn't have anything written down. See, like, you're supposed to write your heats and things down on your hands, and they didn't do anything. So I have 2 kids. It seemed like thousands of kids there. It was craziness. So it just made me realize that I want to make my son into a teenager that other people want to be around and not run away from. Okay, other PSA for the week. If you follow me on Instagram at @TheSammyCone, you may have noticed that I was cooking my first beer can chicken over the weekend. Okay, except we used a Coke can because I didn't have beer. I don't like beer. I would cook with it, but I don't drink it. I don't like it. So I'm getting closer to the camera. I don't know if you can see. No, because I had to pencil it in. So anyway, let me tell you before I show you. About halfway through the cooking, I went out, the grill was off. And so I turned up the propane and went to reignite one of the burners, and a huge fireball basically came over me. So I'm a relatively new griller, and I didn't know, and I should have stopped and asked instead of just like turning things up, which is probably not the best way to do it. So luckily was not burned, like no burns, did not set the deck on fire, but lost, I don't know if you can even see like the little hairs. So this, like, lost hair all along here, lost like this side of my eyebrow. We used some eyebrow powder, and then like this arm. So I must have obviously done this action. Feel super lucky, but just want to let you know, because again, I feel like we don't hear about, at least for me, it's like your kids get sick with something that you never know because no one talks about it. So really, dude. Anyway, we won't get on the man-woman thing. Why are some of you on here so nice and some of you are just determined to be racist and sexist? And let's talk about love and not hate. Let's try to do that. Okay. Anywho, so moral of the story, find out what you're doing before you do it. And yes, I'm very thankful that nothing worse happened, and I hope you guys don't make the same mistake, which is why I'm sharing it. And I'm off to the university. I didn't get to wear a Project 615 shirt today because I'm off to a meeting at the university, but make sure you check out what they're doing this month in their Consider Others First campaign. We've got the kids' swim banquet tonight, so we'll be doing that. Hopefully the rain will hold off. Otherwise, yes, God's protection. Absolutely. Believe it all, baby. Okay, I hope you guys have a great day wherever you are. Make sure you make it great, and don't wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.